The 2018-19 Champions League is heading towards the quarter-final stage after the contenders were whittled down to just 8. There have been some spectacular ties thus far, with some astonishing upsets and sensational turnarounds occurring. Holders Real Madrid have been knocked out, while their city rivals Atletico Madrid were dumped out after a stunning comeback by a Cristiano Ronaldo-led Juventus. Paris Saint-Germain will have to wait to get their hands on the trophy as they suffered at the hands of a resurgent Manchester United side. Goal brings you all the details of the favourites, underdogs and outsiders for the Champions League. Manchester City have emerged as strong favourites to win the first Champions League this season and are placed at odds of winning 9 quarters according to Bet365. Pep Guardiola's side are yet to lift the European Cup but have a strong squad who have a formidable chance of winning the competition. Guardiola has experience winning the trophy with Barcelona and will be eager to repeat the success with the citizens, as the European Cup is the one major trophy that has eluded the affluent Manchester side. City have been paired with fellow Premier League side Tottenham in the quarter-final and, interestingly, that fact has not impacted their status as strong favourites. Barcelona are 10/3 to win the Champions League this season, last winning the tournament in 2015 after beating Juventus 3-1 in the final. Starman Lionel Messi has taken on the captain's armband this season following the departure of Andres Iniesta, and the Argentine has continued to shine. The Catalan Giants topped a group that consisted of Tottenham and Inter, and were the first team to secure their spot in the round of 16 phase. They defeated Lyon with minimal fuss in their first knockout tie and have now been drawn against Manchester United in the last 8. The arrival of Portuguese megastar Cristiano Ronaldo to Juventus this summer in a sensational €100 million transfer has, unsurprisingly, thrust the Italian side into the conversation for favourites to win the tournament. Interestingly, the former Real Madrid hero took time to get into his stride in the competition this season, but he came up with the goods for the Bianconeri when they needed him most, as he scored a hat-trick in the last 16 against Atletico Madrid to ensure Juve's place in the quarter-final. They've now been paired with Ajax, who shocked the world by deposing reigning champions Real Madrid, and they are rated 10/3 bets to lift the trophy. Liverpool finished runners-up in the competition last year and are priced for over 1 to win outright after knocking out Bayern Munich, who were considered among the favourites, in the last 16. Jurgen Klopp's men have been handed a quarter-final tie against Porto, a side they defeated 5-0 in the last 16 in 2017-18. Manchester United were initially considered long shots to lift the trophy, with a significant shortening of odds occurring after Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took over from Jose Mourinho. They overcame the odds to knock PSG out in the last 16, but their odds have lengthened once again after they were paired with Barcelona in the quarter-finals. They are now rated at 20/1 to win and Champions League success on the 20th anniversary of the 1999 final, in which Solskjaer scored the winner, would be a fitting triumph. Tottenham have been considered underdogs throughout the Champions League this season, but their odds have lengthened considerably after they were drawn alongside Man City in the quarter-finals at 25/1 to win the competition. The North London side defied the odds and secured their spot in the last 16 when Lucas Moura scored a dramatic late equaliser against Barcelona in their final group stage game. They subsequently made light work of Borussia Dortmund to progress to the last 8. Ajax, meanwhile, are on somewhat of a roll, having held Bayern Munich to 2 draws in the group stage and dumping Real Madrid out in spectacular fashion by beating them 4-1 at the Bernabeu. The Dutch outfit's chances of winning the trophy have shortened from 100-1 at the outset, but they have stretched somewhat after they were drawn against Ronaldo's Juve. They are now rated 33-1 bets to win. Finally, Portuguese giants Porto are deemed least likely to win the competition at 80-1, and those odds have not been impacted following their pairing with last season's finalists Liverpool in the quarter-final.